There was the first issue.
About 20 years ago, because I've been counting the days.
It actually came out before Snow White.
I would say it was at least a good 5 years, maybe even
Yeah.
2006.
Yeah.
January 2006.
Yeah. Oh wow, man! Did I nail it or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And the thing is, it's not like they waited 5 years to work on it. They got right on it, finished it, and then they got into a legal battle with Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
So it's been tied up for about 2 years.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were just like perfecting their craft, like getting them jokes ready. I was like, man, this is gonna be the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, no.
Damn it. I think that the first one, which was, it was cute. It was like really terrible animation. First off, like awful.
It's one of those where like I remember the time I saw it, I went with no expectation. They didn't have a screen for it, and I just went, I want to see it. I remember it being murky, and I was like, I don't have high hopes for this, but it was funny.
Yeah,
It was, and that's what saved it.
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
because I mean, I think I rented it like about 3 months after it came out, and it's one of those things I was just like, I'm bored. I close my eyes, pick it up, and whatever like that. That was it. Checked it out, and I was like, wow, this animation does look like it was made fucking at community college, but it was fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Well, and it was during the time like the heyday of Patrick Warburton doing animated voices.
Yeah.
I mean, now he does it so much, it's not even anything
And
special.
he was there playing the big bad wolf, of course, who was dealing with Red Riding Hood, who was voiced by Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
And one of the things that worked about that movie so well was that it was a take on Kurosawa's Rashomon, where it was like, wait, that's not what really happened. Let's hear this other version of the story as it kept going back.
The classic
retelling
point
it.
of view.
Yeah, until the point of hearing different point of views until finally the person who's like sorting it all out manages to figure out what really, in fact,
Well,
happened.
also was a take on the Big Bad Wolf, where he wasn't so much after Red Riding Hood. He was Chevy Chase from Fletch.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, you're right.
A reporter doing the different disguises. He had his great sidekick, the Twitchy the Squirrel, which was at the same time that Over the Hedge had a over-caffeinated squirrel too. It's kind of an odd thing going on, but anyway, it was one of those surprises. Outside the shitty animation, and it was true. Getting it recently on Blu-ray and rewatching it, I was like, oh, it'll be all cleaned up, it'll look great. No, it still looks terrible.
No, it does look awful.
Animation is awful.
Yeah. And unfortunately, here we are, like 2011, many years after
Yeah.
the fact. The first film, while far from a hit, certainly has gained some attention. Like, for instance, the Jim Henson Company were big fans of it. They were trying to make deals with the people involved with it. There was enough tension that, like, they've taken all this time to make a sequel, Hoodwink 2. What was this terrible title?
Electric
Hood
Boogaloo
versus Evil. Like, really? So I was like, okay, fine, whatever. But they have upgraded nothing except putting it in really mediocre.
Well, okay, I'll give him a pass on this much. The animation is better. It's still not good,
No.
but it's better. But if it hadn't been even any better than what it was, it wouldn't have looked like the original Hoodwink. Like the original Hoodwink was so bad, you had to stick to that somewhat to keep it the same.
Well, part of the problem is that it looks like a cutscene from a PlayStation 2 video.
Okay.
Completely.
Yes, it
The
does.
whole thing. And it moves like the playing of a PlayStation 2 video game all the way through it. I can't believe that this wasn't just a game.
It's funny because they excuse it in the notes from the Blu-ray, how they say like, no, we were going for this look that was less like animation and more like the Rankin Bass Christmas specials that was stop motion and dolls. And it's like, you look at it like, guys, that's not what it looks like.
Whatever.
It looks like, it looks just like you said, community college, like some students from community college put together. And this is not much better. But hey, you know what? We were able to forgive the animation before and
We
still.
didn't forgive it this time,
Because it's
right?
funny. I mean, it's like watching Beavis and Butthead. I'm not going to be the asshole going, if only this animation were better. If only it was HD quality.
Except this does not have the joke.
It's dog shit. It's
That's-
so not funny. For one thing, the plot is not anywhere near as interesting.
No.
You've already got the characters set up. This time it's Hayden Panettiere playing Little Red Riding Hood.
Yeah, I think that kind of hair.
See, it just makes me think of her panties, and I feel very. I'm just trying to say the cheerleader
Just think
from
about the
Hero.
cheerleader's panties. Come on. She's red this time instead of Anne Hathaway. I mean, not that it makes a big difference.
And they all work for a spy agency that's run by the frog character. Who is that? Kirkendall? Is that right? No, I'm sorry. David Ogden Sears, who plays Detective Nicky Flipper.
Yeah, Nicky
Okay,
Flipper.
and so it's like this spy agency that patrols the fairy tale world that they all live in. And while they're dealing with a situation with a sort of Hansel and Gretel witch who's preparing to eat them, Little Red Riding Hood is off training with a sort of mystical martial arts Sisters of the Hood, right? Organization of grannies that protect their cooking-related fighting skills, and most especially a magical truffle that apparently will make the person who eats it completely invulnerable. The only thing is they figure out someone has stolen the recipe. So of course she has to go back, and this all ties in together.
Granny's been kidnapped. You gotta save Granny. You gotta get the recipe back.
Yeah, and
Save Hansel and Gretel.
And the thing is, it's all actually very, very straightforward. There's no twists or turns that are unexpected like there was in the first one. The Big Bad Wolf is much less of a Fletch character in this one, and just a wise ass, really.
Well, they made him all secret agents. Like before, Nicky Flippers was just a detective, but now he's the head of a spy organization, HEP, to deliver guaranteed happy endings ever after, or happy ever after, something like that. But now they've moved it to make it a spy parody. It's so less interesting. And to them, like with so many people, they go, they seem to think, oh, it's spies.
Right.
That means we can have gadgets, we can do whatever we want. And it's like, well, not really. There are some rules, and if you break those rules, what you have here is just a mishmash of just a bunch of, it's just a bunch of gags going from one to the next without any real feeling or feeling like that it's all strung together. And this could even fly if the jokes were funny, but they're not. They just shotgun everything that they think of. There's no joke that they wrote down that they talked.
Nice.
So, you think you can deliver that basket of goodies across my bridge, do you? Oh, no. You did not just say that. I did not hear that. There ain't no way my bridge is being caught by some over-delivered, red hood wearing, fair chair, cliche little girl. Get up out of here.
Boring.
Oh, muffin.
I just want to get this out real quick because I am really sick of this whole fucking spy bullshit.
Yeah.
That they really like throw on these kids movies, and a large part of it is due to those fucking cats and dogs movies, which I'm done with. Because I mean,
Spy Kids
it's
as well.
like the lowest common denominator now to me when you have to incorporate a spy angle with these type of movies.
Well, honestly, that's the movie that it reminded me of most of the time, was Cats and Dogs.
See, I think Cats and Dogs is Casablanca next to this. I mean, there were actually scenes in Cats and Dogs that made me personally laugh. There was nothing in here that made me laugh. I mean, I can't believe I didn't walk out. I think the ghost of you. Did you like die on the operating table for a couple of minutes? Because I felt like I was trying to get up and something was pulling me back. No, you're not leaving this motherfucker. Because it was just that level of bad. There was nothing redeeming here at all. Not a moment of this made me so much as chuckle. And you know what? I love Patrick Warburton. I love when he's playing this type of character. He's like one of my favorite voice actors right now. And wow, they didn't give him anything funny to say. It feels over-calculated.
Yep.
Every bit of it feels like so self-aware. I mean, not even in a meta sense, and the sort of like over-analysis of pop culture where they are like, okay, well, we have to reference this, and now this has to reference that. And you're like, no, it really doesn't. Just make an entertaining story. Make these characters where we give a shit about them. I mean, if you're going to give them something funny to say, it's got to be because it's actually funny in relation to the situation.
Let me frame this for you. Not only do they throw in so many pop, culture references that they do the "say hello to my little friend" joke, but they do the yippee-ki-yay motherfucker joke twice.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even realize that you've already done this. You're throwing it in again.
They have a mobster character in there at one point who's the giant from Jack and
And it's Brad Garrett doing the voice.
Yeah.
He's probably like the best voice actor in this whole thing.
But this is the type of movie that feels it really needs to do the "Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?"
Do they not realize?
No, I'm sorry, it's not that.
Do I amuse